Yo, he was bad too. He was a badass little kid, bro. All right, yo, he the one that sparked the whole shit up. Facts. Don't feel bad for his little bad. That's cool. Thanks. Let's go, Brody. Lock in.
Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. At their own 39-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Check smash. Check smash. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run here with Taylor. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Cowboys. Exactly the way they scripted this one. Beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Richardson operating from the pistol. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the gun, Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Once again, it's Barkley. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's third down and a few inches. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
In motion, Lamb.
19, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he'll finally eat this one. He'll go down. They got him in the backfield. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is McCarthy. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down. He'll try to run for it. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Now Richardson. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk, going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down and 8. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. On for the PAT is Aubrey.
Thank you, Carl.
Is good. The Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Richardson. He'll take a shot for Watson. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Deron Black. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He is in.
That young man won. Lord have mercy.
Touchdown, Dallas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
That's how I do. It's my life. Hey.
7 seconds, all that remains till halftime. And the kick is away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That one on target to Watson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Richardson. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That one complete to Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
3rd and 5. Here's Richardson. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
This game is terrible, bro.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Set, go.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Second and a yard.
Panthers 60. Panthers roll. Hey, hey.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to get the 1st down up past the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Down the sideline. Not quite to the end
Boy,
zone,
why you have to get the fastest team of all time? Still, that was nasty. Fuck this dude catch Jonathan Taylor, bro. Fucking linebacker.
61 yards.
That was nasty.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. A second effort, and he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Cowboys. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Aubrey now for the extra point.
I love this faded in my
He knocks
memory.
it through. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
We be sober.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
She like when I control her. Guess you coming out in this and you gonna switch to 5 wide.
1st and 10. Now Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Richardson operating from the...
Not this time.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the former first
I knew exactly what you was about to do right there.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to let one go. For Lamb.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Hawk 70. Come on, set.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and Going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Lamb. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Mingo. And he will have the first. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Dallas. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down.
About to switch to 5 wide. No.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense
What you say, bro?
to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Right. She ain't gonna be no slate.
In motion, Lamb. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has
He
been
tried to zero blitz on me,
one-sided
bro.
throughout
So
the
that
whole
shit don't
time.
work against me.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep
Fuck
piling
it,
on.
I try
And to me,
something.
this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Oh no,
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys
I'm
add
trying
on
some
to their
shit.
already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown,
She was
out
off the
is
mile.
Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, Richardson. Got a man, good job coming back for the ball on the completion.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
What? If who?
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Going
Siakam. Come on now, cuz. You made me lose laps. Focus.
And he will take this one in.
Hell no.
70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bro, Siakam not the leader of the squad. Bro. Like, come on. The leader is Halliburton. And the leader of the Raptors was Kawhi.
And the Eagles will get just a bit closer. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They're trying to get it back.
I ain't putting Siakam in the CP, y'all. I'm sorry.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Yeah, bro, they nerfed it. They
This is
nerfed it.
tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right.
They did me that online. I was playing a nigga online trying to do that. Shit kicked right back to me. I said, what? That was money last year. They nerfed it.
Now a give running left.
What's up with the block? Y'all see that? Like the blocking on here is just so bad. Oh, I'm talking about number 40. So my fullback just let the man just go right by him to tackle. Look, number 40, he right there on him. He just go by. He don't even try to block him. Like, what the fuck?
You can see the end result.
Messing with to mess with everybody, yo.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from
The game lagging on me. Trying to hike the ball.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here, just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 30. First down, Philadelphia.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
60 backward. 60 backward. Check go.
Now Richardson. A throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Bronco 80. 60 Bison. 60. Here we go. Shot. Go.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Ready. Set go.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Back to crown the NFC champion after this.
Let's go now.
They go right back to Taylor. And that's well read by the defense. Not backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Bronco. Hut.
To throw, it's McCarthy. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he'll have to hit it
You talking
from
about
his
Silk?
own end zone.
Oh.
That's taken in at the 50. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To throw, it's Richardson. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the
Good
red
game,
zone,
Brody.
and they continue to attack. Now, not
Going
quite a
whole, sir.
touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Well, that don't work on me.
Crease inside,
Stop
and
trying it.
that did not break the plane. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. So it's
Come on
a
now.
win for the Cowboys. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that's a wrap for Greg Olson and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.